Hi, guys. So we are here for our story, and the story is called Now What's That Sound? We hear ow in now and ow in sound. Now, what's that sound? So this story is fiction, but it's realistic fiction. So fiction means that it's not real. But when a fiction story is realistic fiction, it means that it is something that could happen, right? A fiction story might be something that you wrote a story about yourself that maybe didn't really happen, but it's something that could happen. It's something that is everything in it is realistic, right? There's no animals that are talking, animals that are wearing clothes and sitting in school, right? Like Clark the Shark or like Frog and Toad. Like those are not realistic fiction, right? So these are things that could really happen. Now, for a comprehension skill, I want you to listen to, in this story, there's a problem. And in order to figure out what the answer to the problem is, we have a problem, we have to figure out what the problem is, and then we finally find the answer. So we have a problem, steps to the solution, and then the solution, right? Or the answer as to what it is. Now, what's that sound is the name of this story. What do you think the problem could be? Any guesses? That's a good guess. Make an inference, right? Make a guess, a prediction, and let's find out. Now, what's that sound? Tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. What's that sound? Asked Gilbert. It started early this morning. I thought it might stop, but it hasn't. Let's check out the garage, said Marta. I think Dad is making the sound. Tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. Zing, zing, zing. Dad was in the garage cutting a board with his saw. Zing, zing, zing. This is not the sound, said Gilbert. This sound is smoother. So the problem is Gilbert and Marta, maybe a brother and sister, they hear a sound and they don't know what it is. So they're trying to figure it out. So the problem is they hear a sound, they don't know what it is. So they're trying to figure it out. So the problem is they hear a sound and they don't know what it is. The steps to the solution is they try and look for where the sound could be coming from. So first they go in the garage to see if the sound could be their dad. And he's making a sound, but not the sound they're looking for. And all these sound words, you guys remember what we call sound words? Onomatopoeia, yeah, tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat, zing, zing, zing. A lot of onomatopoeia words in this story. Let's find Gramps, said Marta. He might be making the sound. They quickly ran to the back of the house to find Gramps. Gramps was sweeping the deck with a broom. Swish, 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 more onomatopoeia. No, this is not the sound, said Gilbert. This sound is much softer. So steps to the solution. They're still looking. They didn't find the answer to their question yet, but they're trying, right? So they're working towards finding the answer. They didn't find it yet. Do you guys have any guesses on what it could be? Remember that sound that was rat-a-tat-tat-tat-tat? Let's find Anna instead, said Marta. Maybe she's making the sound. They found Anna in the driveway. Anna was bouncing a ball. Bam, bam, bam. More onomatopoeia words. No, this is not the sound, said Gilbert. This sound is slower. This is hopeless, sighed Marta. So they didn't find the answer yet. They didn't find the solution yet. Tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. There it is again, said Gilbert. He looked up at the tallest tree. Suddenly, he shouted, Oh, wow! It's a bird. Look at the color on its head, cried Marta. It's red like a red crown. The bird scrambled up and down the tree. Tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. It's a woodpecker pecking for bugs, said Gilbert. Yes, said Marta, and nothing else sounds like it. Tap, tap, tap. Rat-a-tat-tat. All right, guys, what a nice story. And if you see, we found out the answer to the problem and the solution. A problem is something that the characters want to do to change or find out. And they wanted to find out what that sound was that they were looking for. And the way that the problem is solved is the solution, right? At the beginning of the story, we heard tap, 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 rat-a-tat-tat. What's that sound? Asked Gilbert. It started early this morning. I thought it might stop, but it hasn't. So they wanted to figure out the problem is, what's that sound? And then the steps to finding the answer is, let's see if it's Dad. Let's see if it's Gramps. Let's see if it's Anna. And then finally, they found out that the answer was, it was a woodpecker looking for bugs in the tree. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed that story. Oh, I hope you enjoyed that story so much. I love reading to you, and I have some more stories this week that I know you're going to love. All right, I will see you later for math. Bye.